On the afternoon of November 24, 1971, a quiet, well-dressed man using the name Dan Cooper purchased a one-way ticket for Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, a short trip from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. He wore a dark suit and tie, carried a briefcase, and blended in easily with the other passengers. Nothing about him suggested that he was about to commit one of the most audacious and enduring crimes in American history. Shortly after the Boeing 727 took off, Cooper handed a note to a flight attendant, Florence Schaffner. At first, she assumed it was a phone number, but Cooper quietly told her to read it. The note claimed that he had a bomb in his briefcase. When she looked inside, she saw what appeared to be sticks of dynamite wired to a battery. Calm and polite, Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck, ready upon landing in Seattle. The FBI and local authorities complied. Once the plane landed at Seattle-Tacoma Airport, Cooper released all 36 passengers in exchange for the money and parachutes. Only the flight crew remained on board. He then ordered the pilots to fly toward Mexico City at low altitude and slow speed, with the rear stairs of the aircraft deployed, an unusual but possible feature of the Boeing 727. Somewhere over the rugged, forested region of the Pacific Northwest, during a stormy night, Cooper made his move. At approximately 8:13 p.m., he opened the rear stairs and jumped into the darkness, parachute and ransom money strapped to his body. He was never seen again. The FBI launched an enormous investigation, codenamed Norjack, Northwest Hijacking. Agents searched forests, rivers, and mountains across Washington and Oregon. Hundreds of suspects were questioned over the years, ranging from military veterans to skydivers and criminals. Despite the scale of the investigation, no definitive evidence ever proved Cooper's identity or fate. For decades, debate has raged over whether Cooper survived the jump. Some experts argue that the conditions, poor weather, heavy clothing, unfamiliar terrain, and an older parachute made survival unlikely. Others believe Cooper had specialized knowledge and escaped successfully. In 1980, a partial clue emerged when a young boy found $5,800 in deteriorated ransom bills buried along the Columbia River. The serial numbers matched Cooper's money, but how it got there and what it meant remains unresolved. In popular culture, a journalist's error transformed Dan Cooper into D.B. Cooper, the name by which the hijacker became famous. Over time, Cooper evolved into a folk legend, a symbol of rebellion, cleverness, and mystery. Books, films, documentaries, and songs have all tried to solve or celebrate the riddle. In 2016, after 45 years, the FBI officially closed its active investigation, citing a lack of new evidence. Yet the case remains open in the public imagination. No body was ever found. No confirmed suspect was ever identified. No confession was ever verified. More than half a century later, D.B. Cooper remains the only unsolved skyjacking in U.S. history. A man who stepped out of an airplane into a stormy night and vanished, leaving behind nothing but questions, rumors, and one of the greatest mysteries ever to fall from the sky.